Gregor woke up and said, "Hey, I'm a bug." So he took his covers off and stepped onto the rug. He tried to stand up, but his legs were weak. He couldn't even stand on his own 2 feet. He had to get up, catch a train for work, where he ran all around as a traveling clerk. His parents started yelling, "Son, get out of your bed. We're relying on you to get our daily bread." Gregor knew he was going to be late, but there was nothing he could do about his horrible fate. Though his parents kept yelling, Gregor stayed silent. Gregor stayed calm while his parents got violent. They pulled on his door and it opened with a tug. Took one look at him and said, "Whoa, you're a bug." His parents, his siblings, and even his boss. They had no words, they were all at a loss. His boss got scared and ran out of the room. He couldn't bear to look and he left in the Zoom. With Gregor out of work and the family out of money, Mr. Sampson said, "Son, this really isn't funny." There was nothing they could do, so Gregor went with the flow. Being a bug, there was nowhere he could go, so he stayed up in his room all day long, from the setting of the sun to the breaking of the dawn. His family tried to feed him milk and bread, but he didn't find it tasty and ate scraps instead. All his favorite foods that he loved before were nasty to him now, and he ate them no more. His sister took care of him by night and by day. She made sure he had food and cleaned his messes away. He hid under the couch while Greta cleaned. Out of fear, he would scare her if he weren't to be seen. He climbs all around, on the ceiling he walks. He chills by the floor to hear his family talk about the burden that he is and the problem that he's been, how they all want him dead, but they don't know when. His family takes his furniture to give him more space, when all he wants to do is just get out of that place. So they leave the door open several hours a day, so Gregor can come out and not feel so cast away. His mother walks in and sees him hanging in the wall. She passes out in horror, hits the ground to the fall. Mr. Sampson thinks that Gregor is attacking his wife. He throws an apple at him, saying, "Run for your life." So they replace Greta's care with the help of a maid, which doesn't make much sense when you're barely getting paid. Replacing free help from your family is a joke, and it's not very smart when you're already broke. Gregor's door is left open, and what does he hear? Greta playing a violin, which is soothing to his ear. He creeps from his room to hear the music she is making. When the new boarders see him, they scream and start shaking. Mr. Sampson tries to cover up what they had seen. When the boarders hit the road, what they saw was obscene. They got out once, not leaving 1 cent. They said, "This place is disgusting, we ain't paying no rent."
Yeah.
Greta tells her parents that Gregor must go. Everyone knew it, even Gregor had known. That everyone hated him by and by. So he crawled up on the floor in his room and died. That's right. After Gregor died, the Sampsons are relieved. They felt so much better, barely anyone grieved. They moved on with their lives and started anew. What a crazy metamorphosis the family went through.